by the title of this video, I already know y'all know what's gonna go down.
What if I told you that a kid from Baton Rouge went from having $37 in his bank account to being able to do whatever the fuck he wants whenever he wants, and also spending M's on a whips in just 3 years? Funny Mike's transformation from broke comedian to multimillionaire is absolutely mind-blowing, and the way he spends his millions and lives this crazy lifestyle will shock you.
Check it out,
Hey,
man.
how much this going for?
24,000.
24,000?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no, son. Wait.
Man, he giving me a deal, man. They usually go for like 50K.
Y'all know I always bring y'all the best content on this app, so y'all better subscribe and hit that fucking like button, cause Rap Thread is your #1 go-to for all the rap and content. Stay until the end, cause I'm about to show y'all exactly how much this man makes per month. And yes, I pocket watch. That's the only way for me to bring y'all a banger videos like this. Let me break down where Buddy actually came from, because I can't lie, his story low-key interesting. Funny Mike, real name MacArthur Johnson, grew up in Baton Rouge, Louisiana with basically nothing. This dude was struggling hard in the beginning. Born in 1996, Mike was just another kid from the hood trying to figure out life. His childhood wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. We talking about a YN who had to hustle from day one just to survive. Baton Rouge ain't exactly known for handing out opportunities, and Mike knew he had to create his own path. This is where legends are born, in the struggle. But here's where it gets crazy. Even as a kid, Mike had this natural ability to make people laugh. Like, this man could walk into any room and have everyone cracking up within minutes. His family and friends always knew he had something special, but nobody could predict just how far that talent would take him. So get this, before Funny Mike became the comedy king we know today, this man had his sights set on becoming the next big rapper. I kid you not, Mike was dead serious about making it in the rap game, but nobody took his goofy ass serious. He was out here writing weak ass bars, trying to get his music heard by anyone who would listen. And I'm not even lying when I say he was putting in work. Late nights in the studio, performing at local venues, doing everything a young rapper does to try and make it. But here's the thing about the music industry. It's brutal. For every success story, there's thousands of talented artists who never make it past their hometown. Mike was grinding hard, but the breakthrough just wasn't happening the way he wanted it to. The rap game is oversaturated, and standing out requires more than just talent. You need connections, timing, and sometimes just pure luck. And this is where it gets insane. What if I told you that Funny Mike's first taste of viral fame came from impersonating 21 Savage? That's actually crazy when you think about it. So Mike is struggling with his rap career, right? But he's got this incredible talent for mimicking voices and mannerisms. One day, he decides to do this spot-on impersonation of 21 Savage, and the internet went absolutely wild. We're talking millions of views, shares, comments, the whole 9 yards. People couldn't believe how accurate his impression was. He had 21 Savage's voice down to a T, the facial expressions, the way he moved. Everything was perfect. This impersonation didn't just get him views though, it opened doors. Suddenly, people in the entertainment industry were paying attention to this young man from Baton Rouge who could transform into other celebrities flawlessly.
Everybody wants to talk about the 22 Savage thing. How did all that come about?
This just come back to me rapping and doing comedy at the same time, you know what I'm saying? So I was entwining shit parodies or whatever. Then people like, yeah, man, you should rap for real. Whoop, whoop. That's when I came with that line, this ain't 21, this 22, and people start catching on to it. So I say, I'm 22 Savage, jumped in the rap game.
But if you think that's where the story ends, you're dead wrong. And here's where Mike made the smartest decision of his life. Let me break it down for you. Instead of trying to ride the impersonation wave forever, Mike realized his true calling was comedy. This man said, you know what? I'm naturally funny. People love laughing at my content. Why am I fighting against my own strengths? So he pivoted hard into comedy content, and it was like watching a rocket ship take off. Mike started creating original comedy skits, characters, and content that had people dying laughing. His comedy wasn't just random jokes either. This man was creating relatable content that spoke to his audience. He understood what made people tick, what situations they found themselves in, and he turned everyday experiences into comedy gold.
After rapping wasn't taking off for me, you know what I'm saying? I started then and try to see what can I, get out of it, you know what I'm saying? But then shit just started going up, you know what I'm saying?
So you get in the Instagram comedian thing, right? And one situation took off, on the Instagram.
Within months of focusing on comedy, Mike's following started exploding. We're talking hundreds of thousands of new followers, millions of views per video, and brand deals starting to roll in. But wait, because this is where the money talk gets really interesting. What if I told you that even in his early comedy days, Funny Mike was already pulling in serious cash? This man was making more money from comedy in his first year than most people make in 5. We're talking about $10,000 to $20,000 per month just from social media monetization, brand partnerships, and sponsored content. For a YN who grew up with nothing, this was life-changing money. But Mike wasn't just making money, he was smart with it. Instead of blowing it all on random stuff, he was reinvesting in his content, upgrading his equipment, and building his brand. That's actually insane when you think about how many young creators just waste their first big paychecks. His comedy skits were getting so popular that other influencers and celebrities started reaching out for collaborations. Each collaboration meant more exposure, more followers, and more money in the bank. And this is where it gets absolutely wild. So get this, Mike realizes that while he's killing it on Instagram and other platforms, YouTube is where the real money is. This man said, "I'm about to take over the biggest video platform in the world." When Mike started taking YouTube seriously, it was like watching a masterclass in content creation. He wasn't just uploading random videos, he was creating series, developing characters, and building a YouTube empire.
It's your boy Funny Mike. You tune in today's vlog, and I know y'all probably like, wait, Funny Mike ain't post yesterday. What happened? Did the killer clowns come and kill him? No, you guys, check this out, man. Today we're setting off on a mission to go and kidnap a killer clown.
His YouTube channel started pulling in millions of views per video, and you know what that means. Serious ad revenue. We're talking about $50,000 to $100,000 per month just from YouTube monetization alone. But here's where it gets crazy. YouTube wasn't just paying him through ads. The platform opened up opportunities for merchandise sales, exclusive brand deals, and even his own product lines. I'm not even lying when I say that YouTube transformed Mike from a successful social media creator into a legitimate multi-millionaire. The man went from making thousands to making millions, and it all happened because he understood the power of long-form content. But let me tell you what this man did with all that money, because it's insane. What if I told you that Funny Mike's garage looks like a luxury car dealership? Word to my mother, this man's car collection is absolutely ridiculous. We're talking about multiple Lamborghinis, and not just any Lambos, but the top-tier models that cost more than most people's houses. His Lamborghini Urus alone is worth over $200,000, and that's just one car in his collection. But wait, it gets crazier. Mike also owns a McLaren that cost him close to $300,000. This man is out here collecting supercars like they're Pokemon cards, and don't even get me started on his custom wraps and modifications. Each car is personalized with unique colors, custom interiors, and performance upgrades that add tens of thousands to their value. When you're making millions, why not drive like a millionaire? Mike earned every single one of those cars through his hustle and talent. And if you think the cars are expensive, wait until you hear about his jewelry game. Let me break it down for you. Funny Mike doesn't just buy jewelry from anywhere. This man goes straight to Johnny Dang, the most expensive and exclusive jeweler in the game. For those who don't know, Johnny Dang is the jeweler for celebrities, rappers, and millionaires. We're talking about custom pieces that cost more than luxury cars. And Mike is a regular customer. His chain collection alone is worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Custom pendants, diamond-encrusted watches, rings that could blind you from across the room.
Again, welcome to Flawless Game, top and bottom, 10 top, 10 bottom, big money only, man. Diamond boy! You already know. Yeah!
This man's jewelry game is absolutely insane. But here's what's crazy. Mike doesn't just buy jewelry to flex. Each piece tells a story about his journey, his success, and his brand. That's actually genius when you think about it. Johnny Dang has created custom pieces specifically for Mike that you literally cannot buy anywhere else. We're talking about one-of-a-kind jewelry that represents his unique personality and success story. But wait, because his spending doesn't stop at cars and jewelry, what if I told you that Funny Mike spends more on clothes in a month than most people make in a year? No cap. This man's wardrobe is worth more than some people's entire net worth. We're talking about designer everything. Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Balenciaga, Off-White. If it's expensive and exclusive, Mike probably owns it. His closet looks like a high-end boutique. But here's where it gets insane. Mike doesn't just buy clothes off the rack. He's getting custom pieces made, limited edition drops, and exclusive collaborations that aren't available to the general public. His shoe collection alone could fund a small business. We're talking about rare Jordans, limited edition Yeezys, and custom designer shoes that cost thousands per pair. This is what happens when you turn your natural talent into a multi-million-dollar empire. And let me tell you about his vacation game because it's ridiculous.
Man, Jaleel's packing the kids' suitcases right now. Hey, we going to Volcano Bay. What up?
So get this. When Funny Mike takes a vacation, he doesn't just book a regular hotel room. This man is renting out entire luxury villas, private jets, and exclusive resorts that cost more per night than most people's monthly rent. We're talking about $10,000 per night accommodations, private chefs, personal security, and experiences that money literally can't buy for regular people. His vacation photos look like scenes from a movie. But here's what's crazy. These aren't just vacations for Mike. They're content opportunities. He's creating videos, taking photos, and building his brand even while he's relaxing. That's actually insane business sense.
Brother, put your face on it. Man, why would you put my face on it? Man, come on, how you doing that, man?
His trips to Dubai, Los Angeles, Miami, and other luxury destinations aren't just about spending money. They're investments in his image and brand that pay dividends through increased followers and engagement. But let me paint the full picture of how his lifestyle completely transformed. What if I told you that Funny Mike went from sharing a small apartment to owning multiple luxury properties? This transformation is absolutely mind-blowing. His main residence is a mansion that looks like something out of a celebrity magazine. We're talking about multiple bedrooms, a home theater, a professional recording studio, and amenities that most people only dream about. But it's not just about the material things. Mike's entire daily routine changed. He went from worrying about paying bills to having a team of people managing his business empire. Personal trainers, chefs, assistants, managers, accountants. This man has an entire staff helping him maintain his lifestyle and grow his wealth. That's actually crazy when you think about where he started. His social circle completely transformed too. He's now friends with other millionaire creators, celebrities, and business moguls. The networking opportunities alone are worth millions. And here's the most insane part about his current situation. Let me break it down for you one final time. Funny Mike isn't just rich. He's built a sustainable business empire that continues growing every single day. His YouTube channel generates millions of views monthly, his merchandise line sells out regularly, and his brand partnerships are worth more than most people's annual salaries. We're talking about a multi-million-dollar business that he built from absolutely nothing. But here's what's actually insane. Mike is still hungry. Even with all this success, he's constantly creating new content, exploring new business opportunities, and finding ways to connect with his audience. His influence extends beyond just entertainment now. He's inspiring young creators, showing people from similar backgrounds that success is possible, and proving that talent combined with hard work can literally change your entire life. And that's how Funny Mike transformed from a struggling kid in Baton Rouge to a multi-millionaire lifestyle that most people can only dream about. From failed rap dreams to comedy gold, from impersonating 21 Savage to building his own empire, this man's journey is absolutely insane. But if you learned something new about Funny Mike's lifestyle, you gotta smash that like button and let me know in the comments which part of his story shocked you the most. And if you want more content breaking down how your favorite creators and rappers built their empires from nothing, make sure you subscribe because I've got some wild stories coming up that are gonna blow your mind. I'll catch you in the next one where we're diving into another creator's journey from broke to multi-millionaire. Peace.